Hi guys, welcome to this week's episode with us RGJ Trains. And I've just noticed as I'm talking, I think you can see my breath. You can. So yes, a very good morning from here. We're actually doing this days early, which is surprising.
A very snowy North Wales.
Yes, and 9 degrees in the shed currently. But we obviously have the heater, it's just we want to get the filming done and out of the way.
And it was a sad day yesterday, wasn't it? All the choo-choos going inside.
Yeah, so we have now taken the locos inside. I know you've got the odd few darted around, but most of them are inside now, and we've got our one storage box to, as like a bring out, take back in kind of thing. But
it's a takeaway box.
It's a takeaway box, yeah, train takeaway.
Should we put some Uber Eats stickers on? No affiliation or paid sponsorship.
But yeah, so this week I can actually tell you the plans because we have done the footage. We've done it wibbly wobbly reversey, but I have now done a bit more on the path or the road up to the farm.
And
so,
that is hail and snow you can hear on the roof.
Yes. So, yeah, I have actually managed to do that. It's going to be a process, obviously. There is a lot to do with it, the little niggly bits. And then Rob hasn't done his, but yeah, he's going to be running some trains. We are off to work today, you see, so it won't be done today. But yeah, getting a bit colder does mean we are trying to stay out in the shed, but it is obviously getting colder. It's supposed to warm up next week. But I think we do need to think about when it gets really cold consistently, isn't it? Because the heater was on last night, but I still came into, I think, was it 6 degrees? Yeah. So it is warming up, but it's having to have a heater on more often and for longer. And somebody decides he wants to be part of it.
Morgan,
go on.
To the map.
So, but yes, guys, I'm doing a lot of ums and ahs, and so, but yes, the mugs were absolutely fantastic. And Timber, I'm going to call you out on your comment. Good product placement. Well, I was just showing them off. However, I have found like a temporary space for them. We need to get a shelf or something. But I have actually already displayed them. So you might find that in tonight's live. In which case as well, I haven't even discussed this with Rob, but we tend to do this. I'm thinking tonight on the live, a list of the names we've got for Tuesday. Yes, but when it's coming out, it's tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking maybe a list of names on the live to try and figure out this Tuesday one, because the already less than 24 hours after it's gone out, we've had some good suggestions, haven't we, for the Tuesday name?
Yes. Kind of leaning to one that Brian's posted. But
I did like that as well, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think so. Keep an eye out as well tonight, guys. We might do a vote on it if we haven't fully final decided.
We just want to. We don't want plans. We don't want updates because that sounds boring, and we don't want to be boring.
Oh, it's the plans again.
Yeah. And yeah, it's still going to be the same stuff, but I think we possibly need to start talking about the previous week's locos news or releases and stuff like that.
That would be down to you because I'm useless for that kind of stuff. But I do think at some point we do need to do a little reflection video, maybe. This is down to Rob, maybe, of where we were and where we are now kind of thing, even if it's just pictures of footage that we've taken.
Yes,
I do think maybe that is something we haven't done for a while. And in that we might, again, repeat what started this just for anybody new. But yes, guys, on this, I'm going to head off now. Well, I've already filmed, but I'm heading off now to film, and we'll see you guys in a bit. So just continuing this hill going up the farm. Now I do have these fences saw, and Rob was right, at the top it has to be straight, but I'm hoping to just cover this with a bush or something as a way to also blend it in. So we've got to use the glue gun on this. I'm also going to try out the mud that I got. If it is too light, I can always go over maybe a dry brush or paint it as well. So I'm going to crack on and just try and create more of this scene as well. Don't usually get on with non-time lapse, but I did something off of recording only after I thought I should have. While the glue gun was off, just while it was still quite warm, I've actually gone in between the gaps in the fences, or the stone wall, sorry, to try and fill them up, make it a bit more moulded together, and then paint it up. The same at the top, because then I'm going to cut it down to give it like that straight edge look as well, and then just paint over it to give that illusion that it is all one wall without any gaps. So I tell a lie, I hadn't actually filmed this bit until we've just filmed the opener. But, as you can see, more than paving for me. So anyway, guys, as we come to the end of this, I'm quite happy with where we are. There is still lots to do. We've obviously got to weather the wall, salt that side, and then connecting up the two. But something I didn't say is I've actually used this horse trailer for a reason with doing the wheels, and I've actually kept the muds as a way to start weathering the truck up. So that one, while I was wiping it, I didn't want things to stick, but that has actually worked as a dual purpose. But I'm really happy with how this is going, and I'm looking forward to doing more. You might have noticed I did stuff up at the beginning, but I kept that in, being real. And on that, I think, guys, the end of it. Thank you all for watching as always. And if you're brand new to us, very big welcome. Please do hit that subscribe button. Your likes are always appreciated, guys, as are your comments. You know, and if you know anyone that might be interested in our madness and our shenanigans, please do share it out. So thank you, guys. Quite happy with how this has gone. You might hear Rob editing in the background, actually. And we will see you next week, guys. Bye for now.
Just a quick one just before I do run some trains. You may remember Grace mentioning Brian and Mr. X and somebody else that we needed to say thank you to. Now, the reason why we wanted to say thank you to Brian and Mr. X is because they found a wagon and they sent a message to Dave Angell Trains saying, I think Rob and Grace would want that. And then we had a message off Dave, and yeah, we went and bought it. And you might guess why when you see it. If I just bring that down a bit into focus. It doesn't want to focus for me. Let's bring it back out. There you go. Now, for those not in the know, this train station is not far from us, about 15 minutes away, and it holds the title of being the world's longest train station name. To murder the Welsh, and I apologise, it's Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll Choberton Junction Llantysilio Gogogoch. I'll put an explanation on the screen of what that means in English, but we're very pleased with that. So thank you very much, Brian and Mr. X, and of course thank you to Dave Angell Trains for keeping hold of it for us and dropping us a message to purchase it. Thank you all.